And then what's the reception? The reception from those who are reading the book who it was intended for, the audience, maybe the people that it's supposed to help. Like, who is it supposed to help? But then, is it even helping those people? Or is this going to further show the dysfunction that we continue to perpetuate in our families and in our churches today? Is anybody being enriched by this? So I don't believe for 1 second that my father's motives were to expose, educate, and heal. And those are my motives, but those aren't his. And I believe that what we will see as we analyze this book is that everything that all the signs and symptoms that indicate religious narcissism with a bit of psychopathy, with a bit of Machiavellianism, and probably some other things, right? I believe that what we will see is that we have a very clear picture, something that we have never really had before, but we have a very clear picture about how deception really works, the inner webs it weaves, the stories that took decades to cultivate, to make people believe. Because make no mistake, a deceiver plays the long game. A deceiver does not just begin deceiving last month, okay? They didn't just start last month. This has been something that they have been nurturing. When I tell you that a deceiver will tend to their garden of lies and deception, control and manipulation, the best gardener you will ever see is a deceiver who has sown deceit, manipulation, and control. I believe that is what we are going to see in this book. But it's going to take you putting on your discernment glasses, put on your discernment ears, put on your discernment brain, okay? Activate your discernment heart. All of the things, right? Because you need all of the things. You can't just go off of emotion. You can't just go off of the logic that you feel is in your mind. You can't just go off of and you can't just go off of what you hear. You have to use all of the tools that are in your discernment toolbox. That's what it's going to take. Because your eyes can deceive you. Your ears can deceive you. Your emotions can deceive you. But when you ask God to activate all of those senses, when you say, God, make my senses on point where I can discern these things. I can hear and I can see and I can feel and I can think and I can know what I'm dealing with. We are given a rare opportunity here with this book, y'all. I really believe that by the time we are even done reading this book, and even more so as we deep dive into discernment, that we are going to be undeceivable. Do you hear me? Undeceivable. Is that even a word? It's about to be, if it's not already. Undeceivable. But you can't get there without discernment. And you can't get there without activating discernment. You've got to activate and you've got to work that muscle. And I'm here to help you do that. And we're going to do it by application, real life scenarios, real life cases, real life people. So I'm going to end the stream here. Like I said, y'all, we are doing a deep dive, okay? Deep dive into discernment by analyzing and dissecting this book, The Hitman and the Preacher. And we have this rare opportunity because I've already written a book about my father. So to hear his response will give you all a very good picture on both sides of the story, okay? So that it can be easier for you to make a discerning decision. I'm not trying to convince you to be on my side of things or to be on his. What I'm trying to convince you to do is activate your gift of discernment. And whatever decision you make, we can all be comfortable and we can all rest assured that you made the best decision possible because you used discernment. So I will be back and, wait a minute. We're just going to skim through the first parts of the book. Hitman title page, copyright page. Nothing alarming here. All right, nothing alarming here. And then we go right on into the acknowledgments. Now, I will end the video here with the acknowledgments, and I'm going to pick the next video right back up with the acknowledgments, okay? Because I'm going to read it to you And in the next video, I'm going to break it down to you, okay? We're going to break it down line by line, y'all, breaking it down to the lowest common denominator. I want to thank the person who played a crucial role in making this book happen. Big thanks to Joyce Haddon. Remember the name. Big thanks to Joyce Haddon for her helpful feedback and guidance, which really improved the manuscript. I appreciate her support, encouragement, and valuable contributions. This book would not have happened without you. Okay, we're going to end it here, and then we're going to start back up with the acknowledgments, breaking it down, the words that I put the emphasis on, the names I told you to remember. Okay, and then we're going to pick it back up and begin analyzing it. Okay, I love you guys. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe. Let everybody know, y'all, we are deep diving into discernment. Everybody you know, right, can activate. And I'm sure everybody can find a lot of helpful information in these videos. But make sure you send it to 3 or 4 girlfriends and be like, hey, girl, okay, homegirl, we need our discernment to be on point. So let's go ahead and deep dive into these discernment trials, these discernment lessons, so that we can sharpen our discernment. And so that when we encounter people like the hitman and the preacher, that we know how to deal with them. We know what churches not to go to. We know who to give our money to and who not to. We know who to get guidance from. We know who to let around our homes and our kids. We know, right? Because we've activated our gift of discernment and we work that muscle. Okay. I love y'all, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye-bye for now.